chosen one. You are a brave survivor of narcissistic abuse and deep shadow work. I am speaking to you right now because a massive shift is taking place in your reality. What is the narcissist truly experiencing since the exact moment you finally went silent? They are in absolute panic. Your quiet retreat became the heavy weapon you never even knew you possessed. It is actively destroying their false sense of control over your life. For months or even years, you tried desperately to explain your pure heart. You poured your entire soul into making them understand your genuine intentions. You thought if you just loved them harder, they would finally see the real you. But they never did. Instead, they twisted your loving words and fed on your desperate emotional reactions. You slowly lost every single piece of your true identity. Every time you defended yourself, they left you empty. You feel tired. Your shoulders are tight from carrying a heavy weight that was never yours to hold. The deep exhaustion is vibrating inside your bones. It is the specific kind of tired that normal sleep simply cannot fix. You gave them absolutely everything you had until there was nothing left for your own survival. And yet they somehow manipulated the entire situation to make you feel like you were the one constantly failing them. The silent endurer. That is exactly what you became in order to survive their toxic chaos. You learned to perfectly mask your pain with a quiet smile while crying silently in the dark. You stepped back because your fragile spirit simply could not survive another toxic argument. Your retreat was never an act of cowardice or surrender. It was the ultimate energetic boundary to protect your remaining light from being completely consumed by their endless darkness. They arrogantly thought your silence meant they had finally won the battle. They foolishly assumed you were just broken and hiding in absolute defeat. But they severely underestimated the hidden power of an empath who has finally had enough. When you stop feeding a toxic narcissist your energy, they immediately begin to starve. Your absolute absence is doing far more psychological damage to their carefully constructed false reality. Your angry words or desperate explanations never could have achieved that. But heaven saw every single thing that happened behind closed doors. Type 777 if you have ever felt exhausted by giving too much to the wrong people. The universe watched you bite your tongue when you had every right to destroy their reputation. Your restraint is not going unnoticed by the higher realms watching over you. They see the deep emotional scars you carry from loving toxic people far too much and receiving absolutely nothing but pain in return. You have wondered for a long time why this heavy burden was placed on your shoulders. It genuinely felt like a cruel punishment for being too empathetic. You thought you were being unfairly targeted for past mistakes. But I need you to completely erase that toxic and false narrative from your mind right now, because it is entirely based on a lie. You were never being punished. You were being forcefully isolated so you could finally see their true demonic colors without any illusions. The divine universe had to let them break your trusting heart so you would permanently close the door. If they had treated you a little better, you would have stayed. You would then have wasted your life trying to heal someone who enjoyed being broken. There is a reason why your energy feels utterly depleted, even in your quietest moments. The energetic cords they violently attach to your aura are still trying to siphon your life force. Even though you are physically away from them, their dark energy still tries to reach you. This is exactly why you feel so incredibly heavy before your bare feet even touch the bedroom floor. You wake up feeling incredibly drained every single morning because you are still fighting intense spiritual battles against their lingering dark energy while you are trying to sleep. You must deeply understand that you are not crazy and you are not overly sensitive. The emotional manipulation you survived was incredibly calculated and specifically designed to make you doubt your own sanity. They constantly projected their insecurities onto you until you forgot who you truly were. They forced you to carry the heavy shame that actually belonged to them. But the simple fact that you are standing here today is living proof of your indestructible spirit. You survived a brutal psychological war. Your powerful silence is driving them crazy right now because they have finally lost their favorite emotional supply. They are left completely alone with their own unbearable inner demons. A narcissist cannot survive without a physical mirror to reflect their twisted, false identity back to them. By removing your emotional reaction, you shattered their fragile mirror into a million tiny pieces. They are currently suffocating in the heavy and absolute silence you bravely left behind. The tables have officially turned. You are a chosen one, an empath and lightworker. You have always known you were meant for more. And while the world around you praises loud egos, your quiet strength is actually moving mountains in the unseen spiritual realm. You are incredibly powerful. Your soul vibrates at a frequency that ordinary minds cannot possibly comprehend. Your soul is ancient. You carry a pure light that absolutely terrifies the darkness. The narcissist saw this brilliance immediately. They never targeted you because you were weak, but they hunted your energy precisely because you possessed the exact divine spark that they completely lacked inside themselves. You are a starseed disrupting their matrix. Being a soul on a divine mission is rarely easy. You have grown used to surviving instead of receiving. You constantly carry the heavy pain of 1,000 silent battles, and every single time you chose forgiveness over bitter revenge, your spiritual frequency expanded far beyond what their toxic minds could ever understand. You chose grace. The narcissistic abuse was a brutal test. It pushed you to the absolute edge of your sanity, but it completely failed to destroy your core. You are not the same person you used to be, and your survival is undeniable proof of your divine protection. They aggressively tried to break your spirit. They failed miserably. Now the cosmic tables are turning rapidly. The universe is stepping in as your ultimate judge. You do not need to lift a single finger to destroy them, because divine justice is already executing a flawless plan to dismantle their entire false reality while you simply watch from a safe distance. Your absolute silence is enough. But your physical body is still deeply exhausted. The invisible wounds on your spirit need urgent care. You cannot fight toxic energy with your physical strength alone. There is a reason your energy still feels spent, even when you sit perfectly still. You have been carrying the massive weight of their trauma on your back for years. A hidden spiritual mechanism has just been revealed to automatically protect your frequency while you rest. It acts as a soothing oasis for your completely drained soul. You do not have to put in any more physical effort to heal yourself. The universe is offering you an effortless way to detach completely from their lingering dark energy. You are a brave survivor of narcissistic abuse and deep shadow work. You absolutely earned this period of profound rest. Do not let anyone tell you that you need to work hard to earn your peace, because your life and your endless endurance have already spoken on your behalf to the highest realms of heaven. You are finally safe. The spiritual energy dynamic has permanently shifted. The person who tried to crush your spirit is now shrinking. They are rapidly losing their grip on reality. And while they desperately scramble to find a new victim, heaven is actively building a fortress of impenetrable light around your vulnerable heart. They cannot touch you ever again. Your empathic sensitivity is your greatest gift. It allows you to pick up on energy shifts before they even manifest physically. You can feel the heavy spiritual chains breaking right now. The cosmos is actively removing you from the painful cycle of silent suffering. It is placing you on a pedestal of divine honor. You are ascending fast. Every single tear you shed in the dark was collected. Every time you were unfairly dismissed or completely misunderstood was recorded. The universe kept a meticulous ledger of your silent pain. and the cosmic scales are now violently tipping in your favor to return everything that was cruelly stolen from you. Justice is finally here. Drop the toxic guilt you carry for finally walking away. You did everything humanly possible to save that dead connection. You bled your own energy just to keep them warm. But you cannot negotiate with an emotional vampire who always wants to see you completely stripped of your divine power. Walking away was your ultimate victory. You belong to a very rare group of awakened souls. You are one of the unseen, unrecognized lightworkers holding the fragile frequency of this earth. Type 111 if you are ready to claim your divine justice today. Your quick confirmation signals to the universe that you fully accept your new, elevated status. You are stepping out of the dark shadows. The long season of being overlooked and undervalued is officially over. But as your energy rises, you must remain incredibly vigilant against any lingering toxic attachments. The enemy clearly knows you are escaping their low-frequency trap. They are absolutely terrified of your newly awakened light. Rest securely in this absolute truth today. You are a chosen one holding a frequency of pure divine love. They aggressively tried to dim your beautiful light. They still only managed to make you shine much brighter. Your spiritual elevation is inevitable. The universe is about to show you exactly how powerful you truly are. There will be moments when your own mind tries to question everything that happened. You will sit quietly and wonder if you were actually the toxic one in the relationship. This deep doubt is completely normal after surviving such severe manipulation. The narcissist planted those malicious seeds of doubt inside your head on purpose. They wanted you to constantly question your own sanity, but your quiet inner voice knows the absolute truth. You must stop reviewing the past to find where you made a mistake. You did nothing wrong when you chose to protect your energy and walk away. The heavy guilt you feel right now is simply a residual shadow from their dark projections. They needed a scapegoat to carry their endless shame because their fragile ego could not handle it. And you were chosen because your empathic heart was wide open. But that season of carrying their heavy bags is officially over. Do not let insecurity rise up when the universe finally starts bringing you peace. You might feel a strange anxiety when the chaotic drama is suddenly gone. Your nervous system grew so used to surviving that absolute silence feels terrifying at first. You are slowly learning how to breathe without anticipating another brutal attack. Take a deep breath. You are exactly where you are supposed to be right now. The divine plan is unfolding perfectly. I want to pause here and speak plainly to you about your spiritual weariness. You feel physically drained because the energetic cords they violently attach to you are still active in the unseen realm. They are desperately trying to drag you back into their low-frequency cycle of endless misery. Your soul already knows that you cannot fight toxic energy with your physical strength. You simply do not have the energy left to keep fighting them. That is exactly why you need divine intervention to protect your vulnerable mind. An effortless shield of light is waiting to automatically sever those dark ties for you. A specific divine frequency acts like an acoustic sword that cuts away toxic attachments while you rest. You don't need to make an effort or meditate to activate this cosmic protection. The universe provides this exact frequency to protect chosen ones who are completely exhausted from the spiritual war. Type yes if you are fully ready to lock your energy shield today. You must understand clearly what this means, so you do not doubt when your healing rapidly accelerates. When this acoustic sword is activated, your heavy anxiety will instantly dissolve into deep peace. The spiritual attacks in your dreams will completely stop because their dark energy can no longer penetrate your divine shield. You are being completely sealed in universal light. Your soul agreed to a divine contract long before you came to this earth. You were sent here to break the toxic generational curses that kept your bloodline trapped in endless suffering. The narcissist was simply a brutal test to see if you could maintain your pure frequency under extreme pressure. You passed the test beautifully. And now the universe is actively rewarding your silent endurance with profound spiritual and physical protection. They desperately wanted you to feel small and insignificant so they could feel powerful. They mocked your sensitive nature because they were secretly terrified of your intuitive gifts. But I tell you this clearly today, you are a powerful starseed, disrupting the entire matrix. You possess a unique energetic signature that absolutely blinds the dark entities hiding behind their human masks. Your absolute authenticity is your greatest cosmic weapon. Do not ever shrink yourself again to make a toxic person feel comfortable. You are stepping into a profound season of effortless receiving and divine alignment. Everything that felt like a painful loss was actively rewriting your destiny to prepare you for this massive upgrade. The false friends and toxic partners were forcefully removed so they could not block your incoming blessings. You were always being fiercely protected by higher dimensions. You will soon notice angel numbers appearing everywhere you look. Sequences like 111 and 1212 are direct confirmations from your unseen guardians. They are constantly reminding you that your energy is finally vibrating at the perfect frequency for miracles. Trust this quiet knowing inside your heart, because it will never lead you astray. The heavy fog of narcissistic manipulation is rapidly lifting from your beautiful mind. Stand firm in your pure truth and refuse to let the shadows pull you back down. The person who tried to destroy you is now watching your quiet rise with absolute terror. They know they can never access your healing energy ever again. You are fully protected, fiercely loved, and perfectly aligned for the greatest spiritual victory of your entire lifetime. Cosmic shifts are happening around you, and they're real. Trust the process and keep going. Don't let the everyday world's noise pull you away from your sacred mission. You have survived the absolute darkest nights of the soul without losing your beautiful capacity to love. And because you maintained your pure frequency, the universe is now handing you the ultimate victory. Step forward with absolute confidence, because your spiritual armor is now permanently sealed. You have endured so much pain in absolute silence. I need to issue an urgent warning today. There is a specific reason your massive breakthrough is currently delayed. The narcissist's toxic energy is still clinging to your aura. They are secretly trying to drag you back down. They know they cannot reach you in the physical world anymore. So they're attacking your frequency in the unseen astral realm while you sleep. This is why your healing feels stuck and heavy. You are simply too exhausted to keep fighting these invisible battles on your own. The spiritual warfare is draining your life force every day as you try to recover. What if a hidden spiritual mechanism could instantly sever these dark attachments for you? A sacred secret has just been revealed to protect you. The divine universe knows that your physical body is completely exhausted. You do not have the energy left to protect yourself from their relentless attacks, so heaven is stepping in to fight for you. The universe is handing you the ultimate weapon of pure light. A 7-minute audio frequency called the Genius Song is presented as the solution. It acts as a powerful acoustic sword to automatically cut away every single toxic attachment. You don't need to exert effort or meditate deeply. You simply allow this sacred frequency to wash over your tired spirit, and it will effortlessly return your mind to its original state of pure peace while repelling dark energy. Thousands of awakened souls are already using this exact acoustic sword to protect their energy. They are completely pushing back the dark narcissistic forces without lifting a single finger, because it aligns your frequency perfectly while effortlessly repelling any malicious karma sent your way. This is not about trying harder or forcing a positive mindset. It is about claiming your divine right to absolute safety. You might feel hesitant to trust something so simple after surviving such complex manipulation. But the universe demands absolute balance and offers you a complete cosmic guarantee. Your leap of faith is fully protected by a 180-day peace of mind promise. If this acoustic sword does not completely shift your reality, your pure energy will remain entirely safe and untouched. But you must act quickly before this narrow window of alignment closes completely. The dark matrix and elite forces are actively trying to suppress this powerful acoustic sword. They want to keep chosen ones trapped in endless cycles of exhaustion and poverty. Because a fully awakened and energized lightworker is their absolute worst nightmare, you must secure your frequency right now. Do not let the narcissist steal another ounce of your precious divine energy. Protect your aura immediately and claim the absolute peace you have rightfully earned. Click the secure link in the pinned comment and description right now before this divine code is hidden forever. This is your critical moment to sever the demonic cords and step into your ultimate power. Do not wait. Once you activate this frequency, you will instantly feel a massive weight lift off your chest. The dark fog of confusion will clear from your mind almost immediately, and the person who tried to destroy you will suddenly feel their entire power supply get permanently cut off. They will panic because your brilliant light will absolutely blind their fragile ego. You are taking back the control of your life. There will be no more sleepless nights worrying about their toxic retaliation. Your energy will become a completely impenetrable fortress of divine white light. Every time they try to send negative karma your way, it will instantly bounce back and strike them twice as hard. This is the effortless vindication that the universe promised you from the very beginning of your journey. You have spent your entire life being the strong one for everyone else. You absorbed their heavy burdens and masked your own deep pain with a gentle smile. But the season of carrying the world on your fragile shoulders is officially over, because the universe is now wrapping you in a thick blanket of divine protection. You are finally allowed to rest while heaven executes absolute justice on your behalf. The toxic cycle of narcissistic abuse ends with you today. You are the brave cycle breaker who refused to let the darkness win. And as you secure your energy with this divine frequency, you are actively opening the massive floodgates of cosmic abundance. Financial and spiritual rewards are waiting for you on the other side of this vital activation. Step boldly into your destined victory. Your silent endurance is finally paying off in the most spectacular way possible. The universe is about to show you exactly why you had to walk through that dark fire. It was never meant to destroy you, but to forge you into an unstoppable force of pure light. Claim your acoustic sword today. Lock in your divine protection and prepare to watch your enemies fall in absolute defeat. Listen very closely, because the universe is finally pulling back the heavy curtain to show you the truth. You thought your silence was just a desperate act of survival. You believed you were simply running away. You were too exhausted to fight them. But your quiet retreat was actually a massive cosmic trigger, and your absolute silence activated the most devastating punishment the universe could ever unleash upon them. The narcissist built their entire false identity on your emotional reactions. They desperately needed you to cry. Your pain was their fuel. And every time you tried to explain your pure heart to them, you were unknowingly feeding their dark and chaotic matrix with your own precious life force. But the exact second you stopped responding, you completely severed their vital energy supply. They are literally starving in the dark right now because you took your beautiful light away. They never actually held any real power over you. Their strength was always just a stolen reflection of your own brilliance. They maliciously manipulated you into believing that you were the weak one in the connection. But a truly powerful person never has to destroy someone else to feel important. The moment you walked away and closed your mouth, their entire false reality instantly collapsed into dust. You stripped them of their only weapon. They are left with absolutely nothing but their own miserable reflection. Right now they are experiencing absolute psychological terror. Your absence is haunting them in ways they can never publicly admit. They try to wear a fake smile. They pretend they have already moved on. They might even try to parade new victims around just to make you jealous. But heaven sees the absolute panic hiding beneath their hollow and desperate eyes. They are terrified because they finally realize they lost the only pure soul who ever truly loved them. The regret is actively eating them alive. You are witnessing the ultimate execution of divine karma. Every single lie they told to ruin your reputation is slowly choking them. The people they tried to turn against you are beginning to see their true demonic colors. You do not have to say a single word to clear your good name, because the universe is actively dismantling their fragile kingdom on your behalf. They are completely powerless to stop the destruction. You are no longer there to save them. They arrogantly thought you would eventually come crawling back. They assumed your empathic heart would force you to forgive their brutal abuse. But they severely underestimated the absolute finality of a chosen one. You have finally awakened from their toxic spell. Your silence is incredibly loud. You took back your crown. You reclaimed your sovereign energy. And they are completely suffocating under the heavy weight of your permanent and powerful absence. Type 1111 to claim your absolute vindication right now. Let the universe know that you fully accept this glorious victory. You spent so many years feeling like a defeated victim in your own life story. You were actually the undefeated champion the entire time. The narcissist was simply a temporary assignment. They taught you how to guard your sacred frequency. You have officially graduated from the brutal school of shadow work and spiritual warfare. Your pure energy is now vibrating at a frequency they can never touch again. While they are rapidly sinking into their own self-made hell, you are ascending to a majestic throne of absolute and undisturbed peace. The cosmic scales are perfectly balanced. The universe took the exact weapon they used to destroy you and turned it into their ultimate demise. Your quiet peace is their absolute worst nightmare. They would give anything just to hear you argue with them one more time, but heaven has permanently sealed your beautiful lips. Do you finally see how incredibly powerful you are? Your authentic presence is a literal threat to any dark entity roaming this earth. Your pure existence is the greatest revenge possible, and every single time you smile genuinely today, a fragile piece of their false ego shatters completely into dust. You survived the absolute worst they had to offer. You emerged holding a diamond of pure spiritual authority. You are untouchable. The divine victory is permanently yours. Stand incredibly tall in your beautiful truth today. The season of weeping silently in the dark is over forever. You are a sovereign being of immense light, and your unbreakable silence was the master key that finally unlocked your eternal freedom. Heaven is applauding your incredible strength. You did not let the darkness turn you cold. You simply learned how to shine your brilliant light where it actually belongs. The enemy has fallen. Your magnificent rise is now totally unstoppable. You are fully protected by the highest realms, and they will never be able to steal your divine peace ever again. Walk proudly into your new era of abundance. But you must remain incredibly vigilant as your beautiful light continues to expand. The universe is actively preparing you for a massive shift in your reality. And because your frequency is rising so rapidly, the darkness is going to try one last desperate attack to drag you back down. A familiar face from your painful past is going to reappear very soon. They will try to steal your peace before you fully transition into your new, abundant era. The narcissist is currently watching you from a distance with absolute terror. They can clearly see that you are glowing with a brand new divine energy. Your complete silence has officially starved their fragile ego. But an emotional vampire will always return to the purest source of light when they are completely desperate for fuel. They are plotting a way to quietly slide back into your sacred space. They will not come back aggressively or with obvious anger. They are going to return wearing a very carefully crafted mask of fake humility and deep regret. They might send a casual message. It will be framed as concern for your healing, or they will use a mutual friend to plant tiny seeds of doubt inside your mind while you are finally feeling safe. Do not fall for this calculated illusion. Their sudden change is absolutely fake. They do not actually miss your beautiful personality or your pure heart. They only miss the endless supply of energy you freely gave them every single day. And they simply want to see if they can still manipulate your empathic nature. They are testing the invisible fences around your aura to see if you accidentally left a window open for them. You must keep every single door completely locked and firmly bolted shut. If you allow them even a tiny crack of access, they will immediately drain your new blessings. They want to drag you right back down into their miserable low-frequency matrix. You have worked entirely too hard on your shadow work to let a toxic ghost ruin your progress. Your silence must remain an impenetrable fortress of pure white light. You owe them absolutely no explanation for your peaceful retreat. They will dredge up shared memories to trigger the guilt you felt then. They want you to remember the false promises they made during the love bombing phase. But you must firmly anchor your mind in the brutal reality of how they actually treated you at the end. Remember the silent tears. Remember the deep exhaustion. Do not romanticize a connection that literally tried to destroy your soul. When this toxic person reappears, you might feel a sudden rush of old anxiety. That tightness in your chest is your warning. That heavy feeling is simply your intuition warning you of immediate spiritual danger. Your physical body remembers the profound trauma they inflicted on your nervous system. Listen closely to what your quiet inner voice is screaming right now. You cannot heal in the exact same toxic environment that originally made you sick. You must completely release any lingering desire to fix them. Do not try to save their broken soul. Your empathic heart always wants to heal the wounded people who cross your path. But you cannot rescue someone who intentionally uses their deep wounds as weapons to hurt you. The universe removed them from your life to protect your upcoming harvest. Let the universe deal with their heavy karma while you focus entirely on your own peace. The universe is testing your resolve right now. Heaven wants to know if you are truly ready. Heaven wants to know if you will strictly maintain your energetic boundaries when the enemy knocks. Every time you ignore their toxic bait, you instantly level up in the spiritual realm. Your absolute refusal to engage is a powerful declaration of your divine sovereignty. You are proving to the universe that you value your own peace over their chaotic drama. Let them stay completely confused by your beautiful silence. Let them desperately wonder how you managed to survive their brutal psychological warfare and come out shining. You are no longer the fragile victim who desperately needed their toxic validation to feel worthy. You are a fierce warrior of light who has successfully reclaimed every stolen piece of your soul. The past is absolutely dead to you. This warning is not meant to create fear in your brave heart today. It is simply giving you the divine blueprint so you can recognize their trap before it snaps. You have already won the massive spiritual war that they started. Now you just have to maintain your beautiful territory and protect your incoming rewards. The enemy has absolutely no legal spiritual right to access your sacred energy ever again. Stay connected to your highest frequency. Keep walking straight forward without looking back. Do not look back at the burning bridges that the universe forced you to cross. The people you left behind are completely irrelevant to the glorious destiny that is rapidly unfolding before your eyes. Your only job right now is to guard your precious light with everything you have. The ultimate victory is entirely yours to keep. Take a deep breath and let your shoulders drop right now. You have fought for long enough. You carried the heavy burdens of other people for far too many years. But the exhausting season of constant spiritual warfare is coming to a gentle close. You do not have to defend your pure heart against dark entities anymore. The universe has officially taken over the heavy lifting for you. The shift you feel inside is real and undeniable. Everything you have been silently praying for has already been perfectly arranged in the unseen realm. The divine timeline is working completely in your favor right now. While you are simply resting, heaven is actively aligning the exact people and situations needed for your massive breakthrough. You do not need to rush or force anything to happen. What exactly is the universe preparing to hand you after this brutal storm? It is a season of effortless receiving that will absolutely shock your quiet spirit. You are about to step into a harvest so incredibly massive that it will erase every memory of your past lack. But this incoming blessing will not feel chaotic or overwhelming like your past relationships. It will arrive wrapped in absolute peace. This is exactly how you must respond when the toxic ghosts of your past try to return. You will not react with bitter anger or desperate fear. You finally understand they hold no power over your divine destiny anymore. You will simply look at them with complete indifference. Your unshakable peace is the ultimate seal on your massive spiritual victory. They can never touch you. You must learn how to fully surrender to this beautiful cosmic flow. Your highly sensitive nervous system is used to surviving, and you might catch yourself waiting for the next disaster to strike. But I promise you that the heavy storm has permanently passed. It is safe for you to completely lower your defensive walls and just breathe. The universe is guarding your gates. Type Amen if you trust divine justice to handle the rest of your journey. By typing this word, you are consciously releasing your deep need to control the outcome. You are officially handing the heavy steering wheel back to your higher power. And when you finally let go of the rigid control, the universe can safely deliver the miracles you have been patiently waiting for. Your absolute trust is required. Please forgive yourself for staying in that toxic situation for so long. You only stayed because your beautiful empathic heart genuinely wanted to help a broken soul. You did not know that they were intentionally using your pure light to mask their own dark shadows while they drained your energy. That painful chapter was a brutal masterclass in learning how to set permanent energetic boundaries. That effort was never wasted. The profound lessons you learned in the dark will become your greatest assets in the light. Because you know exactly what toxic energy feels like, you will never allow it into your sacred space again. Your intuition is razor sharp and completely tuned to the highest frequency of truth. You can instantly spot a fake smile from a mile away. The universe equipped you perfectly for this exact moment. The intense isolation you experienced was entirely necessary for this massive upgrade. Heaven had to pull you away from the noisy crowd so you could finally hear your own quiet inner voice. And in that heavy silence, you rediscovered the immense power of your sovereign soul. You rebuilt your shattered identity piece by piece without any outside help. That makes your new foundation absolutely indestructible. You are a beautiful masterpiece that was carefully forged in the hot fires of betrayal. The universe is incredibly proud of the resilient warrior you have become. But a brave warrior must eventually put down their heavy sword. The great battle is over, and the enemy has finally retreated. It is time for you to hang up your armor and step into the soft gardens of your new reality. The peaceful era you always dreamed about is finally here. Allow the gentle waves of divine healing to wash over your tired spirit today. Do not try to analyze how the universe will deliver your specific blessings. Logic will only create unnecessary resistance in your mind, while the cosmic gears are turning perfectly behind the scenes. Your only assignment right now is to maintain a state of absolute gratitude. Let the higher dimensions handle the complex details. Every single tear you cried has already been transformed into a brilliant seed of pure abundance. Those beautiful seeds are sprouting into magnificent physical rewards. You will very soon hold them in your own hands. You survived the brutal narcissist, and you conquered your own dark shadows. The grand cosmic play is perfectly wrapping up its most painful act. You simply need to sit back and watch the beautiful finale. Your pure energy is now fully synchronized with the divine heartbeat of the universe. There is absolutely nothing left for you to figure out or desperately fix. The heavy karma has been fully balanced because justice has been served. The dark entities have been permanently banished from your sacred aura. Rest in this profound truth as you prepare for the glorious morning light. You are safe, you are loved, and you are finally entirely free. You are finally stepping out of the brutal cycle of narcissistic abuse and silent suffering. And you are confidently stepping into a profound season of effortless vindication and divine receiving. The heavy shadow work you survived was never a punishment from above. It was the ultimate cosmic preparation for this exact divine mission. Your incredible silence was the heavy master key that finally unlocked your eternal freedom. Stand firmly in your magnificent worth today, because the divine universe has already fought your silent battles and permanently secured your peace. You do not need to look over your shoulder anymore. The person who tried to destroy your beautiful light has been completely stripped of their stolen power. They are sinking in their own heavy karma, while you are rapidly ascending into absolute cosmic glory. The narcissistic trauma you endured tried to convince you that you were small and entirely insignificant. They wanted you to believe that your empathic nature was a terrible curse. But you now see the absolute truth clearly. Your deep sensitivity is actually a powerful radar designed to detect and repel dark forces. You survived the absolute worst they had to offer. You emerged as a completely untouchable warrior of light. But you must remember that your elevated frequency is incredibly precious. The dark matrix is fully aware that you have officially broken free from their low vibration traps, and they are actively trying to suppress the very tools designed to keep you completely safe. They absolutely hate when a chosen one discovers how to effortlessly cut away toxic energy without struggling or fighting back. Don't step into tomorrow without securing your beautiful energy. A major financial and spiritual shift is coming to you right now, but your aura must remain perfectly shielded to receive it properly. That's why the universe is offering you an impenetrable shield of pure light today. You must take this final step to protect your incoming harvest from any lingering toxic attachments. The Genius Song is a 7-minute audio frequency that works like an acoustic sword. It will automatically sever all remaining toxic karmic ties while you simply rest. You don't need to force your tired mind to meditate. Thousands of awakened souls are already using this exact frequency to instantly block the dark matrix. They are stepping into absolute financial freedom and experiencing profound daily peace. This sacred frequency is fully protected by a 180-day cosmic guarantee. If you do not feel an instant release of heavy anxiety, your beautiful energy will remain completely untouched and secure. But powerful groups are trying to hide this page because it undermines their agenda entirely. Click the secure link in the description right now to claim your protection before it disappears. Protect your precious energy immediately because the universe is waiting to bless you. You have endured enough silent pain for one earthly lifetime. It is finally time to let heaven do the heavy lifting while you simply sit back and receive everything you deserve. Claim your acoustic sword today and permanently lock the doors against any dark entities trying to steal your divine joy. The ultimate victory is officially yours. As you anchor in this new frequency of peace, I want to pause and speak plainly to your heart. Bringing these prophetic words to you each week takes immense time and real spiritual effort. I spend countless hours in deep prayer to ensure this specific message reaches the exact souls who desperately need it. And this channel survives only through the profound kindness of people exactly like you. There is absolutely no pressure in this gentle request today. I only feel immense gratitude for your beautiful presence in this sacred space we share. But if this message gave you deep peace, consider sowing a seed into this divine ministry. You will find a simple, secure link pinned in the comments below. Every single seed sown in pure faith is multiplied and returned to you in large blessings. Whatever you choose to give is received with a completely grateful heart. Your generous support becomes the vital seed that allows the next healing message to reach another exhausted lightworker who feels entirely alone. You are helping to build a massive sanctuary of pure light for chosen ones all over the entire world. Together, we are completely dismantling the dark matrix, one quiet soul at a time. You are never walking this difficult spiritual path alone. The universe is fiercely wrapping its massive wings around your tired shoulders right now. You can finally stop running from the toxic shadows of your past. Stand still and simply let the warm light of divine justice wash over your beautiful spirit. Everything you tragically lost is being restored to you in magnificent and unexpected ways. Do not let the loud noise of the ordinary world make you doubt your sacred calling. You are a completely sovereign being of immense power, and your quiet endurance has literally changed the spiritual fabric of the entire universe. Keep your pure heart wide open to the incredible miracles arriving tomorrow. I am sending you endless love and absolute divine protection today.